Welcome to Open for Business, the Gallatin Valley's only local business and consumer talk show featuring Tom Egelhoff, the Man Entrepreneur Magazine radio called the leading authority in the United States for doing business in small town. Here he is, speaker, author, small business consultant, and Mrs. Egelhoff's favorite son, Tom Egelhoff.
All right, welcome everyone. Open for Business. We air every Saturday live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time on AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman, 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. If you'd like to be a part of the big broadcast, go to KMMSAM.com and click Listen Live. The call-in number during the show, 406-522-TALK, 406-522-8255. I'm here, you're here. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get back to Open for Business on News Radio AM 1450 KMMS Bozeman. Lines are open at 522-TALK. That's 522-8255. Here he is. He's big, he's bad, and he's open for business. Tom Egelhoff.
All right, thank you, Dan. Welcome back, everyone. Saturday, March 18th, and I want to welcome you to the podcast portion of Open for Business. Each week, I share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years about advertising, marketing, promotion, and building strong, successful businesses. And if you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And while you're there, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel? And you'll never miss another weekly podcast. You'll also find a link to my podcast on my website at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. In today's topic, we want to talk about buyer's remorse, what it is, and how to prevent it. Well, buyer's remorse, bitter regret or guilt over a purchase. We've all had it at one time or another. We bought something, then comes that nagging feeling. Did I do the right thing? Should I have gotten the larger one, the smaller one? Most of us, it's the most natural feeling in the world. You leave a restaurant wishing you'd ordered the fish. You talk to someone at work that got a better deal than you on the same product, and price has no bearing on how we feel after the purchase. We feel just as bad if it's $10 or $10,000. One reason for buyer's remorse is having been burned at some other business. Listen to the questions that your customers are going to ask you and look for red flags. Customers will usually give you clues about a bad experience they've had in the past during the sales process. So some examples might be when the customer asks about a money-back guarantee or a return policy. These might be the kinds of things that customers fear when making their next purchase. So listen for these clues and address them in a very positive way. We all need confirmation. My wife and I both experienced buyer's remorse in our move to Montana. Are we doing the right thing? Is Montana the right place? But as we told more and more of our friends about the upcoming move, they were also envious. Wow, Montana, you're so lucky. So once we had some confirmation from others, the buyer's remorse kind of disappeared. And we came to Montana with a very positive attitude, and that got us over the rough spots that always show up during a major move. Now, I know there's no way you can control what your customers are going to hear about purchase from others, but you can control what they hear from you. So you need to cement the sale. Most important tool for preventing buyer's remorse is your personal, sincere confirmation at the right time that your customer has done the right thing. So here are a couple points to remember to make that task easier and more effective. Don't begin the confirmation part of the sale until after the money or check has changed hands. If you confirm too quickly, the customer will see it as a closing pressure and it really has no power. It's lip service. And always use the customer's name. You should have gotten it at the beginning of the sales process and used it throughout your presentation. If you didn't get their name, then get it off the check or credit card and start using it immediately. A person's name is personal. Sir or Miss is not. Personalize your comments by using I and you. It's not the store that's thanking the customer, it's you, the person. And confirm with benefits. Don't just confirm the purchase, reinforce the decision with the benefits of the product. Your customers need to know they've made a good buying decision. Your positive affirmation can often eliminate buyer's remorse before it gets a foothold in the customer's mind. Remember, as I've said so many times, Customers make decisions based on emotion, not on logic. Buyer's remorse is an emotional response to a purchase. Use positive reinforcement to keep the deal closed. When the sale is finally made, the customers are in a very suggestive state of mind. They need to hear positives. They will probably do whatever you ask them to. But it's not a good idea to say, you shouldn't have any problems with your new widget, but if you do, please call me. Well, if you say this, expect a problem and expect a call. You've planted the seed in the customer's mind to look for problems. Service, or how problems are addressed, should be covered long before the sale is finalized. Instead, say something like, I know you must be anxious to get home and start using your new widget right away. That would be better and more confirming. And ask them for a favor. The next time you're in the neighborhood, would you stop by and let me know how your husband or wife is enjoying his or her new widget? I'd love to hear. When you do this, two things happen. One, you again reinforce that the customer made the right choice, and you're looking forward to seeing them again. And two, if there is a problem, you've opened the door that you want to hear from them again, but you didn't plant the problem seed. So buyer's remorse can be overcome with just a little common sense and good customer service. The most important part of selling is not to sell. Helping the customer buy works much better. Stop being a salesperson and become the customer's assistant buyer. Both the customer and the salesperson want the same thing. They want satisfaction after the sale for both parties. If you can make that happen on every sale, you can eliminate buyer's remorse. And that's the podcast. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel or click on the YouTube podcast link on my website at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. So tune in each Saturday and let's build successful businesses together.